Sivaya Nama Thiruppaatu. Welcome back to our discussion on Thiruppaatu. We are continuing our discussion on Thirukazhumalam. This is the third verse. Thiruthinai nagar urai senthan appan en seyvinai aruthidum semponai amponoruthanai allathu aaraiyum unaren unarvu petren uyyum kaaranam thannaalviruthanai paalanai kanavu viravi vizhithengum kaanamaatathu vittu irunthenkaruthanai nirutham kaalanai வேலை கழுமல வளநகர் கண்டு கொண்டேனே. This particular verse again reinstates and emphasizes the importance of one God worship. Of course, we know in Hinduism we have so many deities, or rather so many gods that we have, but do we really worship everyone? And what is the reason behind having so many deities? It depends on the maturity of individuals. When you ask, when I'm totally not matured in this, if you ask me to pray to an open space saying that that is where God is and tell your problems, I may not be able to relate with this. It's all about relating. Human life should be able to relate with the Savior. So I may not be able to relate with that. Hence, Lord Shiva wanted to give us the flexibility, so he took forms and he came down. The first form that he took was something we call it as arupam, which is there is no physical body, but you will be able to feel. That was too tedious for certain of the lives or the souls. So the next stage, what he did was he came down one more step. When he came down one more step, he took the form of Shivlinga. It's a form, yet it's formless as well. That also, not everyone could relate with that. So, he came down one more step. That is where you see the forms. The forms are nothing but to give us the way how we can relate. Because only when we relate, we will be able to share our problems and we will feel a little bit, the consolation will be there. Now, but when we have all of these, is it that we have to be stuck with something? The answer is no. We need to elevate ourselves. We need to start with the forms, which is the deities, the different deities, or rather the idols, and then we need to grow up to the form of Shivlinga. And then we need to move to the next level, which is arupam. That is why we always keep talking about Lord Shiva in all the three forms. He comes as a cosmic dancer, he comes as Shivlinga, he is also taking the formless. That is why we must be able to relate with the one who is there to guide us in the proper manner, right? That is why this particular verse also emphasizes the importance of worshipping the formless and rather worshipping the oneness. And the first line itself, he says, Lord Shiva is the father of Muruga. This is again a worldly relationship that we have given because we will be able to relate with it. So he is the father of Lord Muruga, and Lord Shiva is in the form of a pure gold. The reason why the analogy of gold is used is because when I wear a jewelry, I do get a little bit pride because of the jewelry. But is the gold going to get any benefit out of it? Is it going to feel inferior or superior because I own it? Nothing, absolutely nothing. That's exactly how Lord Shiva is also. When I am a devotee of Lord Shiva, the most important soul that is going to be benefited is me. Is he going to get any benefit out of me? Nothing, absolutely nothing. That is why we always keep saying Lord Shiva is in the, because we always compare it with gold. And this particular Shiva is going to burn away all my karma. The karmic deeds that I have already done, that I'm doing at present and the ones that I'm going to do in future. So all the three is going to be burnt away. And I know He is the only person, omnipresent, omnipotent, and He is the only one, the immortal only one that I need to surrender myself. And Lord Shiva, He takes a form, and when He takes a form, it's so confusing. He comes in as a very old person. Sometimes He comes as a very young person as well. A very old dude as well as a young dude, He takes different forms. There is no particular form that we can complete. We can say that this is what His form is going to be. We can never say that. So He's going to be taking in different forms, and that is what this particular verse says. And he concludes again with the same gratitude to say, I was able to see Lord Shiva in this place called as Karumalam. I was able to see and witness the Kailash view over here. So that concludes our third verse. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama, Thiruchitrambalam.